Hello, I've got a 2005 Ford Escape, same as a Mercury Mariner, and uh, in case anybody else is wondering about this, it does not have a bolt-on bearing in the front. They're press-in bearings into the knuckles, and so you have to take uh, this whole piece out. Um, So to do that, you first want to take off your wheel, so you loosen your lugs with it on the ground, just a little loose so that uh, they're not tight. Um, you take off that huge nut in the center, that guy there. Well, you don't take it all the way off, but it's in there. Um, and so what you do is you pop off the little hub in the middle of your tire while your car is still on the ground and your tire is still on, and you just make sure that this is good and loose before you start into your project. So I brought it most of the way out, but not all the way off because you still want to keep your wheel on and everything. Um, so I just backed off quite a bit, and then you jack your car up and you uh, you take your wheel off, take the lugs off, take the wheel off, take your caliper off. And I've got that just kind of hanging over here by some bungees. I just took the whole thing off all at once, the whole bracket. Those are two bolts there and there. And then you got to make sure that you take off this sensor here. It's a ABS sensor and traction control stuff. And that went right in that hole over where it's at now, but I just took it off. I'm just kind of gonna tuck it back there for now. Okay, and then there were two bolts up here that it took out. You gotta take. Oh yeah, I found out that my tie rod ball joint, the boot was messed up, so I'm gonna replace that. But all you have to do is pop that out of there. There's a castle nut on the bottom. You pull out the pin that's in the nut, and then under there's 3/4 inch nut. And you can just pop that up and leave it on if it's good. And now the trickiest part is down here. There's another ball joint down there, and it's not threaded or anything on the top. So you just loosen up the bolt that was right through there to kind of squeeze that metal, and then you gotta pop that whole thing up off, and you gotta try to do it without destroying that ball joint. So that's what I'm gonna try to do now. I hope this helps if anybody else has gotta change the bearing. Then I'm just gonna bring both these knuckles. I'm doing both sides, so I'll just bring this whole thing into the parts store, and they'll have a new bearing. They'll press the old one out, press a new one in, and then I'll just reassemble this whole thing. Alright, so God bless you, and hope it goes well.